Hi, I'm Bob Ryan. This is Globe 10.0 and a special guest today, Mr. Cam Neely, Hall of Fame player, big cheese executive, but most importantly for our purposes, sports fan. Cam, there's so much talk now in both football and hockey about contact, about head injuries, about this and that. And as somebody who knows a little bit about dishing it and taking it out and played in this game at the highest level, question for you: can we properly calibrate this game to keep the hitting in that is necessary while protecting the players, particularly the head?
They're certainly making strides to do that, Bob. It's an area that's of great concern to owners, players, management. We still need contact in this sport. It is a contact sport. I think that there's ways to do that, and
such as.
Well, I think they're doing the right thing by making these headshot rules and making the guys accountable for that. There's been longer suspensions you've seen this year. So those things, you know, it's not going to happen overnight, but the players are going to understand what they can and cannot do and should and shouldn't do.
How far back in the process of developing a hockey player does the idea about hitting and come in, and how people are taught what's appropriate and what's not appropriate?
It's a good question. I think it's at the grassroots level, really. I mean, it's when the kids start having contact, is learn how to hit, learn when to hit. I know in Canada they have big stop signs on the back of the youth hockey jerseys. So if you see that stop sign, you're not supposed to hit. Mm-hmm. So that's where it really should start. Is
there anything, for example, we hear about the old timers, the Leo Boyven and the hip check, the legitimate checkers and open ice and all that. Do we need more of that and less of guys smashing guys into the boards? Would that satisfy the hitting aspect of the game?
Well, I mean, I think it's tough because the perimeter, you know, there's guys that can go on the perimeter and say, okay, I'm going to be safer over here because I'm against the boards. I'm not going to get hit. I'm going to stay out of the middle of the ice because that's where I'm going to get a nice hip check. So I think, you know, with a sport that has the size of the rink that we have, there is no out of bounds. Contact's a big part of it. I mean, you know, like somebody, I read a quote from somebody saying that, you know, everybody signs up for this. They know what they're getting into.
Yeah.
But having said that, you know, you certainly want to make sure that the guys do have an understanding of, you know, watching the head hits.
How close are we to where you would like to see it go? I mean, how close are we to getting the proper calibration you think that would keep the game the way you want it to be while protecting people?
It's getting there, Bob. I mean, you know, this is really a discussion that started a year or two ago, so it's on its way. It's getting there. There's plenty more discussions to be had.
All right, Cam Neely speaks on the subject of hitting, something he knows something about.